go for the Philadelphia Flyers. They will stave off elimination for the first time in 7 tries. They'll end a 4-game home ice losing streak. And the Sabres and Flyers will go to 6 games in the series for the first time in their last 6 playoff get-togethers. The only time they had gone 6 before was 75 in the finals. They dropped the puck. It's over. Team resiliency lives to see another day. Game 6, Saturday afternoon. The final 3-1 Philadelphia as they hammer the Sabres.
Well, a good team effort. Everybody came to play. Everybody played with a lot of passion, enthusiasm. The physical aspect of the game was there for the team. In fact, they out-hit the Buffalo Sabres 28-23, and timely goals, but none bigger than the one that Chris Therien got.
A happy group of Flyers heading to the locker room. A job well done. Tonight's Game 5 third period was brought to you by your Key States Chrysler.
And the Braves. Bravos took 2 of 3 from the Hills last weekend. Bobby Constantine just 17 runs in their last 8 games. This one's going to score somebody. Andrew Jones in the top of the first, his 4th of the season. He was 2 for 3, 1-zip Braves. Top 7, score tied at 2. Jones again unloads. And check out the fan. That's why you always want to bring your glove to the game. Sign him up. He looks athletic enough, doesn't he? There's the good catch. Nice balance. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Phils. Kevin Jordan, the pinch hitter.
Malone. This is his second. 97-93 Lakers. Under 8 minutes to go. 4th period. LA must win to survive and stay alive. Kareem. Foul. Basket will count. Foul is on Moses Malone. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3 on Moses. The 76ers have beaten the Lakers 5 straight times this year, twice in the regular season and 3 more times here in the championship. Kareem has 4 personals and Moses has 3. Moses not in foul trouble. Seven-point lead for the Lakers. Cheeks. Second-year man McGee guarding Mo. Malone. The crowd thought that Malone had fouled Abdul-Jabbar. Just a thought.
Crowds don't think.
Oh.
They react.
Wide open is McGee. Malone is fouled by Kurt Rambis. A loose ball foul. And that'll be the 14th foul against Los Angeles here in this 4th period. And 4 on Kurt Rambis. Offensive rebounds this half. The Philadelphia 76ers make a living on offensive rebounds, but in this half the Lakers have had the edge, even though Philadelphia has come back on the scoreboard.
That shows you what statistics can do for you.
Right. Tony shuffles into Doc. And Magic Johnson in control with Andrew Toney trying to get in his way. Bobby Jones with another steal, and it sounds like a broken record. Cheeks driving in. Malone. Another offensive rebound. Another one. Look at that. What do you do about that?
Well, Kareem was never in a position to stop him because he's reacting defensively, and he never once. Moses got that first shot off. It was all catch-up, and no one ever caught him.
Remember we said Malone hadn't done that much statistically? He has 22 points, and he has 19 rebounds, the most he has had in this series. The Forum is rocking here in Inglewood, California. That's the story. 6:36 remaining in the 4th period. The Lakers trying to hold on, a lead by 5. At one point, they had a 16-point lead. It was 14 before that at halftime. Lakers have had it narrowed to 3. And Philadelphia obviously coming on, and Moses Malone has 22 points and 19 rebounds. And Kareem is the second high scorer for the Lakers with 25 points and 6 boards. The two great centers together there. Lakers, you saw them with the great edge in offensive rebounding because they're only shooting 32%, so they've made up for it with their work off the offensive board. Here's the alley-oop to Cooper. Doesn't work. Bobby Jones. And the Sixers trying to cut it to 3. Cheeks doesn't exactly that. And Philadelphia is making their 4th period run now. Johnson. Wilkes. Moses, his 20th rebound of the ball game. He led the league with an average of 15 during the year. Tony. And it could have been 1. Now a bad pass. Kareem overthrew Jamal Wilkes as he hangs his head. What a game this man has played. Marvelous.
He's doing everything he can. I know he wishes he had that pass back, though.
.540 now remaining. Rambis got a piece of the ball, and it's L.A.
Good defense. The weak side helped out just in time, then. That's the only way you can stop that play. The guys away from the ball.
Lakers have fought back the Sixers every time they've come close. And they're going to call Clement Johnson with the foul on Kareem. And that'll be the 4th team foul against Philadelphia. Here is Marcus Allen, the sensational running back for the Los Angeles Raiders, and he told us that his parents celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. Super guy from Southern Cal. May have been his first year in the NFL. Magic missed the layup inside.
That was a difficult shot.
Tony on the move. And a Laker foul, and that'll put him in the penalty. If it's a foul.
No, that was
no foul.
A person that whatever he was in taking told him he could guard Moses. So he's going to go out there and help.
You were talking about the crowd before, I believe. 3-point game, 100-97. Lakers lead by 3. Winding down to 5 minutes to go, 4th period. Tony throws it up and draws the foul, and he got the 2-shot foul out of it. And that is the 15th foul on the Lakers. Magic Johnson has his 4th foul in the books now, and Tony will go to the line. Now, Billy Cunningham is bringing Julius Erving in for Bobby Jones.
And now this is the time when the game is going to be decided. They've made their run, and now they're going to go down the stretch, trying to see if they can pull another run out of it. Tighten down the defenses and get good shots as much as possible.
Whatever happens, the Lakers have made a sensational performance tonight out of this game using little-used bench people because of the injuries to Norm Nixon and Bob McAdoo, who haven't played in the game. People like Mike McGee and Dwight Jones have had to play a lot. It's a 1-point game, 100-99. The Lakers trying to salvage something. Tipped up and in by Kurt Rambis. And it's 3 again. Tony again against Wilkes. Moses Malone. Taps it to Tony. And it's 1 point again.
And Moses kept that ball alive. And now the train's on schedule again.
Philadelphia 76ers making the run, trying to wrap it up in 4 straight. Trailing by a point. 4:15 showing on the clock. Kareem. And Malone snares the rebound with his reach, his 22nd rebound of the ball game. 4 minutes to go. Wilkes. Punching at Tony, punching at the ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tony lost it, and Wilkes gets it back. Here come the Lakers. Cooper. And the Sixers want a timeout. Moses Malone is trying to make sure there's no game 5, as he has 7 points and 9 rebounds in this period, and his game totals are that great. 22 points, 22 rebounds. Now the question is, with the score 104-101 Lakers and 3:35, when LA goes on offense again, will they go to Kareem, which they did considerably the last time? Malone knocked it away. Still Philadelphia ball. They have 11 seconds to try a shot. Magic has 26, Kareem 25, Wilkes 21. That's 72 of the 104 that the Lakers have by those 3. Tony, this is in Rambis, gets the rebound. Malone thinks he was pushed. He was into the second row. 3:15 to go. 4th period. 3-point lead. And they'll call a foul on LA and 5 on Kareem.
Now what Magic called for was Moses went out of bounds on the last rebound and said, beat him up, Cap, and try to get inside and shoot.
So Kareem is playing now with 5 personal fouls, and he's got to play with 5. Lakers have no other choice. 3:03, winding down to 3 minutes to go in the game. And a push by Wilkes. And Tony can try to bring the Sixers to within 1. For Jamal, that is his 4th foul. As far as the timeout story, the Sixers have 2 timeouts plus their 20 remaining, and the Lakers have 3 full timeouts to go. Clement Johnson is asked by Earl Strom to quietly move along to the lane.
I don't think that's... All right, Dick, he asked him.
All right, he said, get over here. Tony has 22 points.
And what Tony's doing is carrying the load for the Sixers offensively. And in a lot of teams, this would be a bad thing. But what he does is allow them to concentrate on defense.
He is 11 of 12 at the free throw line, so under 3 minutes to go. It's 104-103 Los Angeles. Lakers over the limit in the foul. Sixers have committed 14 fouls. Kareem. And it's 3 points again. At one time, the Lakers owned a 16-point advantage early in this 3rd period. Philadelphia has come to within 1 on several occasions. Maurice Cheeks gets inside and is pushed, so he'll go to the line. So Philadelphia is drawing fouls at least.
They're making the Laker defense break down, especially on the weak side.
That's the 5th personal foul on Michael Cooper, Russ. So with Bobby Jones, by the way, coming in, replacing Clement Johnson. Cooper has 5 and Kareem has 5. I would think that if this game were to move into overtime, that might be a disadvantage for the Lakers. They're undermanned as it is. Cheeks can come within 2 as he missed the first. Ivaroni had fouled out for Philadelphia. But the Lakers have 2 of their key men with 5 personal fouls. And now the Lakers call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. And with 2:24 remaining in the 4th, it's LA 106, Philadelphia 104. Alive in this championship, force a game 5, and we'll be there Thursday at 9 o'clock from Philadelphia if the Lakers win. They have 15 seconds on the 24-second shot clock, and the Sixers playing their usual tight team defense. Kareem, and it's knocked away by the doctor, and here he comes. A big play, and a tie. They've come all the way back from 16 points under 2 minutes to play. Our 4th tie against the Philadelphia Trap Rambis. The 33-year-old Julius Erving with a big play. And Magic Johnson goes in and is pushed inside. That's the 15th foul against the Sixers.
And that's that team defense. But they're playing the passing lanes, and Julius is as good at that as anyone. He and Bobby Jones are particularly good at that, playing in the passing lanes. That's how he came up with that steal.
Bobby Jones, 4 fouls. Magic Johnson. 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Marty Aronoff, our statistician, keeping track, and now Magic misses at the worst time, you'd have to say. 1:44 remaining, fourth period. And the Lakers are up by 1. He has 27, does Magic. So does Kareem. They're the high scorers in the ball game. But now Philadelphia trying to take the lead with 1:35 now remaining. Bobby Jones.
And this is the place they want to be. They think they can beat anyone going down the stretch.
Julius gave up his dribble, guarded by Magic. Wilkes is all over Tony. Cheeks with 1 second. They don't get it off. The 24-second clock expires. Big defense by L.A., Russ.
And the Lakers have to score this time down. You got to take advantage of that. When you can get a turnover like that, when they don't get a shot off, you've got to nail it down by scoring on it.
1 point lead for L.A. Cooper. Into Kareem. Double team, skyhook. Short. And Malone gets it out to Maurice Cheeks. 76ers looking to take the lead. And they will. And the man who may want it more than anyone else in this forum, Julius Erving, has made the steal and the big basket, and on the feed has given Philadelphia 108-107 lead.
And here's Billy Cunningham. He's putting in Clint Richardson. And the reason for that is after Julius either makes or misses the free throw, he wants Clint Richardson to put the pressure on Magic Johnson, bringing that ball up court.
And Julius Erving will try to complete a three-point play. This is the first lead that the 76ers have had since 24-23 in the first period. And a timeout called for by the Lakers. They have one. The Lakers have one left with 59 seconds to go. And keep in mind that Kareem, along with Magic Johnson and Michael Cooper, have 5 personal fouls each. Ivaroni fouled out earlier for Philadelphia.
And that's one of the things you notice Julius Erving, you know, he had, as we talked about earlier, he didn't have the numbers up there, but he has made a couple of key plays going down the stretch.
And it's when you get them, right? It's like your block shots when you play with the Celtics. All right, the Lakers, if they needed to score last time down, Russ, I'm sure they need to do it now. 50 seconds. Magic, bottled up. Cooper, into Kareem. Got Malone and Cheeks on him. Foul. And if it had gone in, it would have been a three-point possibility. Cheeks has some words for Earl Strom, who says stop right there. For Maurice Cheeks, that is his third personal. Andrew Toney comes in for Clint Richardson. We know why he's in.
Every time there's a timeout, it depends on who's on offense and who's on defense. It's a substitution that Billy Cunningham would make.
The Lakers are 9 of 11 from the line this half. Philadelphia 22 of 25. 42 seconds remaining. Pat Riley, who guided his team to a title last year over that man, Billy Cunningham. Maybe a reversal this time around. And Kareem, 8 for 10 from the line. And it's 109-108 Philadelphia with 40 seconds to go and 20 on the shot clock. Julius with 10, with Magic guarding him. Erving outside, hits a big one. A big basket. And a 111-108 Philadelphia lead, and the Lakers call their last timeout.
And the Sixers are doing exactly what they thought they could do. They come in, stay in the ball game, maintain their poise and patience. Made the runs when they had to make them at the start of the third quarter and the end of the third quarter. Made those 2 runs to get the ball game where you're right in the middle of the ball game, and they feel that execution, that defense will make them beat anyone going down the stretch.
In every game, the Lakers have led at the half, but for the first time in this series, the Lakers carried their advantage past the third period mark. But that didn't seem to bother the Philadelphia 76ers, who I guess are playing with such a supreme confidence that they know that they have so much confidence in that team defense that they can put it on and clamp down when they have to. And I guess that's why you said at the top that you think Philadelphia ranks with some of the great teams in NBA history, including some of the teams you played with.
Right, because they are an outstanding defensive team. And in the championship, defense is always consistent. A guy can shoot, be a great shooter, a good scorer, and the defense can throw him off a little bit. But if you're essentially a defensive team, you'll always be in it.
All right, LA, 24 seconds to go. They need 3 points to tie.
Well, what they have to try to do is get a basket any way they can and try to create a turnover defense. It's not time to go for a three-point shot.
Do they try to score fast and foul in a hurry to stop the clock?
Well, it depends on who has the ball. But the Sixers don't have any real bad free throw shooters out there. In fact, they don't have any bad free throw shooters out there. So there's no one you could foul, really, without the danger of making them both.
Remember 1977, we owe you one, and it came back to haunt the Philadelphia 76ers when they lost to the Portland Trail Blazers. They have come close before, but never this close.
If this score remains the same, I mean, the outcome remains this way, the one thing you have to acknowledge is that some people are looking for to see what's wrong with the Lakers. There's nothing wrong with the Lakers. It's something good about Philadelphia.
Right.
You know, it's not a matter of one team losing. It's a matter of the other team winning. Now, this Philadelphia team has been a great team all year. Now, if this lead holds up, is what I'm talking about, in that they've played great all year, and they've beaten the teams they had to beat, and they made the key plays everywhere, not just at home, but everywhere.
Philadelphia used their 22nd timeout. They have 2 remaining. LA is out of timeouts. Michael Cooper will inbound. Sixers won that championship in '67 with Wilt Chamberlain, Chet Walker, Luke Jackson, Wally Jones,